uncomfortable, and to our new listeners, welcome to Staying Uncomfortable. I think this episode will relate to a lot of people because we tend to just keep going and going and going and forget to really take time to recharge. Because at some point, if you don't take time for yourself, and if you just keep going after whatever you're chasing in life or whatever your goals are, and if you don't take the opportunity, it can lead you to depression, it can give you anxiety. So it's very important for all of us. Doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an engineer, if you're a corporate job, it's very, very important for all of us to recharge.
Yeah, it's like we charge our phones. Why can't we just recharge ourselves, right?
That's true.
There's about 212 million days that go untaken for PTO. And that is $62.2 billion of lost benefits.
Wow.
Like, what are we doing, people? Why are we killing ourselves for these jobs? I mean, I get it that we've got bills to pay and we've got our lifestyles to support, we've got dreams that we're chasing. But it's like, when are you gonna take time to recharge instead of letting it build up more and more and more and then explode and say, either I'm done, I'm quitting, I don't want to be in the corporate world like I did, or you are like, it's time for a vacation, right? And then you book this last minute thing, like, or you're counting down the days until your vacation, you're just completely checked out at work.
Yeah.
So what if we could just find days in the middle of this journey that we're all on to just recharge?
Yeah, no, it's very, very important. And I think also, right, if you don't recharge in your journey, it can lead to not being productive. It can lead you to confusion. It can lead you to a lot of challenges that you're like, man, I'm confused, right? So I think it's extremely important for us to recharge. And the beauty of recharge is that you don't need to go out on a 6-day vacation. You don't need to go and take 6 days off. I think it's just being able to plan a recharge day within your journey, and within, maybe it's once a week, maybe it's every other week, maybe it's once a month. It really depends on where you are in your journey and where you are in your life. If you really plan that into your, I would say, journey or in your schedule, then it's you're coming back every single time stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah, and for me, and we didn't talk about this earlier, is I usually take it about every 8 weeks. I'll take one day.
Okay.
So now you kind of say once every 2 months. So you really have about 6 days that I take off in the year. That's just for myself. That doesn't count my vacation time and things like that. And you can take it off again on a Monday. So you have your Saturday, Sunday, and then you've got your Monday where you take this day to yourself. You can take it on a Wednesday so that you have your Saturday, Sunday prior off. Then you go to work Monday, Tuesday, and you got Wednesday off.
Yeah.
And then you go back Thursday and Friday, and then again you have a Saturday, Sunday off. Or you start early, you take Friday off so that Thursday night you're just so relaxed, right? You can sleep in Thursday night, wake up as late as you want Friday, and then you can do that again on Saturday if you'd like. So it's just figuring out that one day that really works for your schedule, where you can take off, and then look out for your sort of, as they say, your cups, right? Your cup needs to overflow. Your self-cup needs to overflow. So physically, what are you doing? Mentally, what are you doing? Spiritually, what are you doing for yourself? So
it's great because we can break down this into 3 different categories, right? Or verticals you might want to call it, which is physical, mental, and spiritual, right? If you have all those 3 buckets in the positives, you're good in balancing yourself and balancing your life. I think it's very, very important. So I think let's dive right into the first one, right? And before we dive into it, right, I think really understand that if you plan this, all of us can take 12 days off in a year, okay, for recharge. You have, if you plan once a month, this can work wonders in your career, in your life overall itself, right? So the first one is physical.
Yeah, and we talked about sleep, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm taking Friday off. Thursday night, most people aren't making plans Thursday night, at least in our age group, right? I mean, when you were in your teens, when you were in your early 20s, you're still going out hard Thursday nights.
Maybe
right?
hard as we can.
That's when it starts, right? But now, Thursdays, don't set an alarm for Friday morning.
Yeah.
Sleep in as long as you want. No one's judging you. You can wake up at 1 p.m. if you want. You can wake up at 11 a.m., whatever. Right? Now, you're caught up. You just feel better. You start the day off just feeling refreshed because you finally slept.
Yeah. And sleep is very, very important, right? I think there's two types of sleep, right? Like just a regular sleep versus quality sleep. And all of us need that quality sleep at least a lot of time. And we don't do that because we're always on the go. We're always ready to move to the next thing. So take the time and make sure that you're getting quality sleep.
Yeah, because the night before, you're usually, before going to bed, you're either on your phone, you're either looking at Netflix, when you're in bed, you're then thinking about what is the first meeting that I have tomorrow, what do I need to get done? It skips all of that, right? You're not worrying, you're sleeping in.
Yeah.
You talked about getting a massage. What about that? You said the last time you got a massage was 2 years ago.
Yeah, so like I think it also, right, so these are just examples that we're giving like from a physical point of view, right, what can really help you recharge and reset. For me, like from a physical point of view, what I like to do instead of massage is to go on like this 2-3 hours walks. I think it's, if you don't know me and if you are just learning this about me, I think a lot of people think it's crazy that how can you just go on these walks, and I think the most beautiful thing that you can do is just go on a fucking walk.
Do you listen to music? Do you listen to anything, or is it?
I might listen to like podcasts. Like I love listening to podcasts as I'm just walking, and just because, again, like I'm not listening to something that's gonna challenge me, but it's something that I'm learning or something that I'm enjoying learning about. So like, I really want to learn jiu-jitsu. So recently I've been listening to a podcast about, as a beginner, if you're going into jiu-jitsu, like what are the things you should know. So it's just fun stuff that I'm listening to that makes me happy.
Yeah. Great, yeah, and a walk is like one of the best things you can do for your body. Like if you're not into working out, or if you're, looking for an easy way to almost de-stress, yet also get a workout in, a walk is perfect for this.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you got a massage?
It's been a few years too.
Yeah.
And then eating, right? Like think about how much we love food, all of us. I mean, that's a commonality between all of us.
Yeah.
Like what if you took this day off, you slept in, you either got a massage, or you went for a walk, and then you had your favorite meal.
Oh man, my comfort food is Indian food.
Yeah.
I don't eat Indian food a lot, but like every single opportunity that I get to really experience the comfort is my Indian food.
Yeah, there you go. So figure out what your favorite meal is, or whatever you feel that day of like, you know what, I would love to eat just French toast this morning, or man, I just want pancakes, or I want a burger, I want pizza. Figure it out, eat it. And if you want to eat it while you're watching, like let's say your favorite show or your favorite movie, you could do that too. Imagine the bliss that you'd have in that day. You're gonna get lost in the moment of enjoying your food, watching your favorite show, or watching your favorite movie.
The other thing that I want to mention in here is, right, like growing up, like you had something that you got super excited about.
Yeah.
And that made you feel like a child again, right? And I think as we continue to grow up, we tend to forget the things that makes us so happy. Like I remember when I was growing up, like one thing I absolutely love was playing basketball and playing video games.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't do that much nowadays because I'm like, I don't have time for them. But if I plan this in my recharge day that, hey, I'm gonna go just shoot some hoops, or I'm gonna schedule some time to play some video games, dude, it's exciting, it gets me excited. Find the things that get you really excited when you were younger. When you were young, those are the things you want to implement because those were the things that you actually love doing.
That's a great point. Same for me, sports. And then actually, recently I asked my mom, like, hey, what do you like to do, or what did you like to do? And she said, I love to paint. And I did not know this about her. So I ordered this paint kit from Amazon, and now I got these papers. So now she'll just do it. I mean, it looks like crap, but it's like, it's still like, it's pleasurable for her.
Yeah.
We don't need to start selling this artwork or anything. It's just like for fun, and she gets lost in it completely. So what did you like doing? Just do that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Then now we're going to move to the second category, which is probably one of the most important category that I personally believe, because this category comes to us for free. It's our mental category, right? So your brain, it's not like you're going to have to pay $1 or $2 for every single thought you get.
Yeah.
The thoughts are free. So how do you control the thoughts that you get to be so much on the level of relaxation?
Yeah, because if you think about stress and anxiety, right? You can't touch those things. I can't touch stress, I can't touch anxiety. Where does it come from? right there.
And it's free. And it's free.
You can, it's easier said than done, of course, but like on this day off, figure out like things that are your stress triggers and anxiety triggers. Figure those out. Take the time to reflect and figure out what makes me stressful, what gives me anxiety, how can I get rid of these things? But also just, can you just shut your brain off? Can you just shut your mind off from all these negative emotions and mental triggers?
And that is probably the hardest thing that a lot of people are not able to do, because it comes with self-development. It comes with working on yourself and knowing who you are. And if you are the type of person that has not spent a lot of time working on yourself or alone time, this is very, very difficult to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why for me, I just put my phone on airplane mode. No emails, no one can call me, text me. I mean, they can, I'm just not gonna get it. I know you hate it sometimes.
I hate it because you go on airplane mode when I need you.
So it's important to do that for yourself. It doesn't have to be for 15 hours straight, right? When you're taking this time off, and let's say you just want to for 30 minutes just disconnect from the world. It's as easy. It's just one swipe down, one button, and you are disconnected for 30 minutes, and you can take that time to be mindful, to meditate, to do whatever you need to get your mental health back to where you need it to be.
It's very, very important. I emphasize this and harp on this, like mental health is very, very important, because if you go down to, if you get into the rabbit hole of just dark places, it can lead you to some serious places. So, really focus on building your mental health, because it comes to us for free.
Yeah, well said. And then think about which people give you joy and that are good for your mental health, right? We often, when you ask people what they're aspiring to be and why they're doing it, usually they're not like, oh, I'm doing it for me. It's like, I'm doing it for my parents, I'm doing it for my wife, for my husband, for my dog, like whatever, right? It's like you do it for somebody else.
Yeah.
And so whoever that person is or those people are, see if you can spend time with them. See if you can call and talk to them. See if you can just be around them.
Yeah.
So a lot of us are so busy going after and chasing this idea of success that we forget to spend time with the people that we love and that we're doing it for.
And you know what the other thing is, dude, that half of the times you don't even know what you're chasing in terms of success. Is it the money? Is it the title? Is it the cars? Sometimes we don't even know what it is. It's just we assume that this is what we want. But great example from this morning's conversation that we had with the group, which is when you get there, you're like, what the fuck is this? I didn't sign up for this. I don't want this.
Yeah, this is not what I thought it would be. This is not giving me the happiness that I thought it would. So really figure out what ladder you're up against, what ladder you're climbing. Take that mental day to think about it. Why am I doing this? What am I doing it for? Is this really what I want to do? Right? That day off can help you reprioritize and restructure what you're doing moving forward.
Yeah. And like you said, like call people. Right? In today's world, we're so used to social media communication, text messages, right? But it's good to pick up your phone and call your friend and have a conversation that you haven't been able to have for a long time. And it doesn't need to be about self-improvement, self-development. It's just like, hey, just want to catch up with you, how you're doing, because you know that by having that conversation with that other person, it's going to give you the energy, right? All of us are sourcing energy from different places, because energy is what makes us alive. So find the people that are going to give you the right energy to really relax and really be in control of your body and emotions, and have a conversation with that person.
Exactly. And then ultimately, the spiritual category. At the end of the day, when your beautiful recharge day is over, just be thankful. Practice gratitude, right? We have this whole attitude of gratitude. We always talk about gratitude because it plays such a big part in who we are today and what we want to do and what we want to give to our staying uncomfortable community. And it's like, if you go to bed at night just feeling thankful for the opportunity to take a day off from society, from everything, all your obligations, all your bills that you need to pay, just take this day to love yourself and take care of yourself. Be thankful for it. Sleep so well.
Absolutely right. And gratitude is very, very hard, right? It's hard to practice because as I said earlier, it's the fucking shit that's given to us for free. We're not appreciated for the free stuff that's given to us. Our brain is free, or you don't have to pay to get your arms, you don't have to pay to get your legs, you don't have to pay to get thoughts going out, right? These are things that are free. And when you really work on yourself and when you work on improving yourself, gratitude plays a huge role. And I'm a very, very much advocate of loving the process of learning gratitude because I had to learn it. So I would highly encourage, if you're listening to this, if you are regular on the show, if you have not taken the time to practice gratitude, do it. It will help you get into a very, very good energy.
Yeah, there's this movie that I watched recently. It was on Amazon. It was called Emotion 2.0.
Okay.
It's all about these negative emotions that we have and how it can cause like chronic diseases and stuff like that. And once we have joy going through our sort of energy bodies, things heal. And the start of that and the end of that movie also was about a guy, about an old man that was on his deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells his wife to get closer. He says, I need to tell you something before I die. And he goes, just know that everything you need in your life, you have once your eyes open and you get your head off your pillow. That's all you need.
Man.
We have everything. It's all free.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
Absolutely right. Doesn't matter where you are, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in your corporate job, if you're a doctor, if you're an engineer, every single one of us needs to recharge. And when you learn the process of implementing recharge in your journey, you will bounce back stronger and much more happier. Thank you for tuning into today's episode.